The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Gawker is reporting this hilarious story. A little while back, Washington Post fell for a fake news story on the satire website Daily Current. Now, we've talked about Daily Current. It's kind of like an Onion type of site. They just put out satirical news stories. And Breitbart.com's John Nolte suggested that the Washington Post, quote, was without a shred of self-awareness, integrity, and dignity, and also wrote that it never lets facts get in the way of a good narrative. So what happened over the weekend? Breitbart.com fell for a fake story on the exact same website. Larry O'Connor put a post up based on a Daily Current item with the title, Paul Krugman declares personal bankruptcy. The Daily Current had the piece picked up by an Austrian magazine, and in turn by a blog called The Prudent Investor, which is republished on Boston.com, which is a property owned by Paul Krugman's employers at the New York Times. And O'Connor wrote, in his post, O'Connor jabbed at Krugman for supposedly spending $84,000 in 1 month on Portuguese wine, an address from the Victorian period, and concluded that apparently this Keynesian thing doesn't really work on the micro level. So then the post was, of course, deleted with no explanation. And then later, O'Connor wrote on Twitter that he thought he could trust Boston.com. The funniest part of it is people asked Paul Krugman about it, and he says, I saw the initial false reports, but I kept quiet because I wanted to see which right-wing media outlet would fall for the hoax. And that's exactly what happened. In a way, the Daily Current is kind of like Fox News, except they admit their stories are fake, whereas Fox News maintains that theirs are true.
Right. And, sometimes they share stories.
Sometimes they cover the same stories, yeah. So there it is. Breitbart apparently maybe they should also not only remove the story about the Krugman bankruptcy, but remove the story criticizing the Washington Post for falling for the Daily Current.
That would be ideal.
A ton of people that I'm friends with on Facebook regularly post Daily Current stuff as if it's real. And I usually don't comment on it, but within 5 comments, usually somebody says, you realize it's a fake news site, right? And then it mysteriously disappears.
Convenient, yeah.